Every time with Nugget. Alright, so I'm like hanging out with my buddy. Dude's all like hanging around these black dudes, like, I love these dudes, man, blah blah. And he don't like these black dudes. So just me, my buddy Adam, and another friend of mine, Trinity, who's dead. She she gets in the car with Adam. He follows me and my buddy Mike. And we go to get out of where my friend Cece's apartment complex is, which is another story because I used to live there. Or I ended up living there at some point. And when I came back into town, one of my many adventures, right? So I pull out, I'm kind of quick, and I skid. It's snowy, it's January 6th. Like I said, it's my J6, right? I slide up in the snowbank. I'm like, shit. So, like, I grab my stuff. I get out of the car. I'm walking back to Adam's car, and he's here. I'm up here. And all of a sudden, it's like, Mike, he's on crutches because he's got broken legs, which is a whole nother story. That's ridiculous. And so he's hobbling on crutches back to Adam's car, and these cops pull up right in front. On Gratiot, 16 mile, but we're on Gratiot, pulling out. And I'm stuck in the snow. I'm not in my car, anything like that. So we end up, I help Mike to his car. I turn back, the cops put his lights on me, and I go and talk to the cop, which is a bad idea. He goes, hey, what's going on? I'm like, well, my car's stuck in the snow. I'm getting some stuff out of it, and my buddy Adam, he's giving me a ride. We're getting a ride. We were over here. You know, I'm being honest with him, no big deal. And he's like, hey, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, you know what I mean? All this DUI bullshit. And he didn't even get out of the car. 4 more cops pull up. They're all like talking to me. Adam's sitting in the car, Mike's sitting in the car, Trinity's sitting in the car, and they're watching me. You gotta hear this story from Adam, dude. I think you may have heard it at some point, but like...
Sweats you make you fuck up or something.
Something. But he goes, I'm getting pulled over and talked to and whatever, and they decide to arrest me, and Adam's like, he's like, all I remember is hearing you say, life's a bitch and I deal with it. So, to the original story of how I got caught with this Latino posse that I had no idea of was... when I was in their station, I was handcuffed to 2 chairs.
And then the microphone?
Yep. And they were asking me about Latino posses coming up through Mount Clemens, through the suburbs, this and that. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. They're like, well, you're Puerto Rican. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't speak Spanish or nothing. I'm like, you know, they did all this questioning with me. And it's funny because, like, my sister and my buddy Adam came and bailed me out of jail the next morning, and my boss made me go to work. Because he was a cool guy, but he's like, you better get your ass to work, this and that. But the weird... What was the point of the story, real quick? Because I got... it was my J6, man.
J6.
I got picked up on J6.
All over with your boys in the snow.
Yeah, I got stuck in the snow. So, in the long run, the court, when I went to court for that shit... Yeah, this is how bad. So I went to court one time. None of the cops showed up. So then I had to go a second time. I pulled my friend Mike. I picked him up. My friend Trinity. My buddy Adam had already left town because it took so long. He's a nomad. That I showed up to court with 2 witnesses, and none of the 7 arresting officers showed up to my court date. Yeah. Totally kudos. But,
jail free card.
And what it was the first charge was I had a roach in my pocket because we were hanging out because Mike was hanging on these guys, these black dudes, like, oh, I love black people, blah, blah, blah. And he's like one of the most racist motherfuckers, whatever. I don't care. But it's just like he was in this whole aspect that we had to get out of there before some shit happened. I got stuck in the snow, and then when the cops showed up, I was like, he was hobbling out, whatever. And then, like I said, the court date, they dropped all these charges because I had a marijuana joint. It was like a roach. And then they charged me with DUI and some other bullshit. But if you drop out the first charge, all the other charges drop out. And so that's how like my second DUI was like thrown out of court.
That's a nice technicality.
And that's like my J6 story. I forgot I was recording this.